What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? So we are back again. Oh, hold on. I look a mess. Don't worry about it, y'all. It's just I was a little shiny. Goddamn. Okay. Anyway, so we are back for another Housewives of Potomac reunion. Episode. This is episode season 4, 16, Trouble in Paradise. So the girls are still in Cayman Islands, okay? And it picked up exactly where it left off last week with Katie telling Ashley, "Oh, I'm going. My life may be messed up, okay? Maybe messed up more than a lot of y'all that's going on right now, okay? And so at the end of the day, if you don't want to be my friend." Fuck you, okay? And that's all that we gotta do. You know, Katie sitting there looking stupid. I mean, not Katie, but Ashley sitting there looking stupid or whatever because she knows she was doing too much and she was hitting way below the belt. Like everybody was saying when Katie was Ashley was like, it's not that I don't want to be supportive or whatever the fuck she said. It was like, I don't know where to go with this and all this stuff. And Katie was about to say something. Giselle was like, why don't we just table it? Why don't we just table it for right now? And just end it right here. I'm sitting here like, so now you want to end the conversation that you started, okay? Giselle, you started all this shit by putting the battery in Ashley back. Now you want to end it telling Ashley to, table the conversation and we'll just talk about it another time or whatever. And you can clearly see that Katie is not all the way there. Katie was coming to this trip to, get away from some of the problems that she's got going on the mainland because of the whole custody issue. All right. And probably some other things that's going on. Who are we to judge? Because we all got issues that's going on. And sometimes you just need a getaway and you thinking that that's what's going to happen. And then you get bombarded with some bullshit. And I feel like, Giselle, you was trash because you conceded that girl going through some stuff. And you probably knew what she was going through. And you put that up in Ashley's back so that she can go ahead and, confront the girl and do all this stuff on Robin's trip when that wasn't even the purpose of the trip. Okay, stuff like that you save until, you get back home. But, it's TV, they want drama, so that's what wound up happening. So when everybody gets up and leave, I think it was just Robin and them that was still sitting there. They was like they want to. At the end of the day, the thing of it is, like they said, everybody was talking about this man and his situation. So why are you literally just pointing her out? Okay, if you're gonna call one out, call everybody out. So Karen and Candace, them they go up to the room, whatever. Next day, Karen gets on the phone with Ray. Candace doing what she gotta do. Robin doing what she gotta do. Ashley gets on the phone with her mom. And basically, was telling her what she had to go through with Katie and, the fact that she felt like her ego got in the way and her mommy even telling her, you just got to be there for her or whatever. And I said, it shouldn't even took that. The humanistic side of you should have just, seen that something wasn't going on. Something wasn't right with this girl. And the thing of it is, you thought that Katie was going to cower to you. You thought that she was going to lie, was either going to say, oh my God, I'm sorry that I said this. And, I didn't really mean it. It was just, I was just trying to fit in or something like that. And it didn't happen. She gave you she gave you shit. Okay. She gave it to you and you wasn't expecting it. And at the end of the day, Katie probably shouldn't have said what she said, but we've all been there. We've all been there where we talk shit about somebody else's spouse when they going through some shit because we don't like them or, we just said some stuff out the side of our mouth or whatever because we going through some issues with them or within ourselves. We've done that, okay? But at the end of the day, Ashley, you cannot comfort this girl and try to, comfort her circumstances and stuff like that when you, living with a man that you already said that you look to more so as a father, a parental role than anything, okay? Your own mother had an unemployed man living in her house that you had to pay for, okay? So for you to be coming up here, you don't even know who your goddamn daddy is. If that man really was your daddy, you don't even know the backstory about that. So you coming at this girl for all her issues when you up here got issues yourself. I don't like stuff like that, okay? Don't come at nobody when you can you got a list full of shit going on too. And so they trying to make it a good day or whatever, but Katie, she's on the phone with Jacob and you can clearly tell she's not all the way there. That shit shook her, okay? She said she's not feeling well. She's not having fun. They go on the boat to go look at the stingrays or whatever. She don't want to participate because she said her stomach was messed up and she's just laying there. You can just see it in her face that she's not there. I don't know if she's sick or if she's just, mentally drained or mentally not there right now, but you could just tell that things are not all right. And they just went on ahead and, did not one person stay with her to see if she was going to be okay. At least for now, we don't see. They just went to go play with the stingray. So I said, oh, okay. And another thing, when they were all outside before the next day, you got Giselle talking to Robin and them about the roll-on party that Karen is supposed to be throwing. And my thing of it is this. Giselle, you wonder, and people wonder why they can't get along and what is going on with the drama between them and all this stuff. The crux of the matter is, it's more so Giselle that we're seeing, unless, they're not showing Karen's part of it. But what we're seeing is how much of a friend that Giselle cannot be. Giselle don't know what the definition of a friend means. She don't know what it means to just be supportive unconditionally, without having to say some junk or something to anybody else about another friend. And you telling them, oh, I just can't take Karen. I just can't take Karen or whatever. You can't understand the reason why she'll be upset with you. You did a whole bunch of hurtful shit to her last year. Okay, when she was going through that tax situation, you were not being a friend. You were making fun of her. When people are at their lowest, you don't make fun of them. You be there for them. Okay, and you don't understand that. Then when her parents going through the things that she's going through what she's going through with her parents' death or whatever, people grieve differently. You still wasn't truly there for her. You still was making getting up in your feelings about the way that she was handling things. That's not how you do things. Now with this whole thing about her doing the Ladam, oh, she really don't own the company. She talking about it's not a launch. I got to talk to my partners and all this stuff. Okay, but I'm going to still be there. We going to roll it on. We going to do, this is what a roller thing is. Okay, Ann. Why are you in her business? Why does it matter whether she owns the whole company or not? She never said that she owned the whole company or whatever. Okay? You got your company. Worry about that. Just learn to be a supportive friend without all the back talk and all the yang, yang, yang. Okay? Just go there and help her and be like, yeah, girl, this smell good or whatever. Or I changed this up a little bit, but I'm proud of you. Do some shit like that instead of just talking crap behind her back. That's why people can't stand your ass. So Ashley do come down there, surprisingly, to see what's going on with Katie. And Katie just said she's not physically feeling well, okay? And, they get into a little conversation about what happened. And they apologize to each other and make up, whatever. They go back out there playing with them stingrays. I said, okay, get stuck in the ankle. All right, that's all you need is to be taken out by one, okay? Steve Irvin, that happened to him. One of them did say they didn't want to go out there because Steve Irvin he got stuck in the chest. And that's how he passed away. You shit like that make me paranoid, okay? Like, I like water stuff, but girl, it's just too much. Anything could happen. But anyway, so once they got finished with that, they went to go get something to eat. And, Giselle made the observation that everybody was having a good time, ordering the food, being okay. Giselle was like, just the observation. It's so nice to see that you and Katie, you and Ashley, Candace are actually been getting along or whatever. And so Candace was like, yeah, I mean, it's cool. I want to apologize for, making it seem like I was all up in you and Michael's business and that whole shit like that. But I also need you to, I think it would be appropriate if you apologize for coming to my house and saying the things that you said, the slick remarks and, about my mom, this being my mother's house and me being fake and stuff like that. And she was like, but what about the butter knife? Okay, girl, I did that. It was inappropriate, but you led me to go there. I am not responsible for a grown woman's action. I didn't say you was responsible for it. I just said that whatever you said was what the crush that made me go there, okay? I'm just saying. So they get into this whole big thing. Robin like, here we go again with Giselle bringing shit up. Giselle, time it, okay? Time it. That's all that it was. All right, just let it go. Observe stuff don't mean that you have to really speak it out. Because when you speak stuff out in this group, it goes from 0 to 100, okay? And so Katie gave a half-assed apology. It ain't really bizarre between her and Candace. They really can't stand each other. That's basically what the end of it is. They go out there to go on jet skiing, and Katie, she's not there to do it. They was having a good time. They get off the jet skis, and Karen goes over there to talk to Katie to see how she's doing. Katie let her know that her and Ashley did have a little conversation, and it's okay. And you could just see, I feel so bad for Katie because you could just see that the girl is really, all jokes aside, I like fun Katie. I like quirky Katie and I like fun Katie. And I just can't stand seeing a person that we always see, quirky and, smiling or whatever, just having a good time. All of a sudden their light is dim. And you can see that her light is dim. Like whatever she's going through is really, really weighing down on her. And, after that, Robin tried to call. Robin tried to FaceTime Juan. She was like, "Hey, babe, just got through going jet skiing. Okay, listen, I'm in a meeting now, so I'll call you back later." Oh, okay. I said, "Listen, Robin, just give it up. Let him call you. Okay, let him call you at this point because it just, it's embarrassing." Okay, that's basically what it is, And then they was on the boat too, and Karen was talking about her having a reveal party because she was still going over some last minute stuff about the bottles and, with LaDame and all that stuff. Girl, Giselle just couldn't. Giselle just sitting there with this look on her face like, bitch, whatever. And I'm just like, girl, it just eats you up inside that, she doing something without you. That's basically what it feel like, that she doing something without you. Okay? All right. So back in Washington, D.C., we got Chris and Monique. They're going out to dinner, basically talking about how it is for this pregnancy, how the sex life is very non-existent, how when she was pregnant with Chris Jr., you couldn't get her off of him, and he like, damn, now you can't even get on me or whatever. So I'm fine with you not having no other kids. Just know that as long as I get my humps in, I'm not getting snipped, okay? So moving back on from that, we got the girls back over at Cayman Islands. They're about to get ready to go out, probably have a little dinner, probably go out on a town or whatever. And Ashley comes over there to Robin's, and Ashley don't know what to put on. Robin is all did up, and then Katie comes over basically to tell her that she's not feeling too much better. She didn't get enough rest, and that you could tell that she's making excuses. She was like the sun, and then later on she said maybe it was like the motion sickness. I never got motion sickness like that, and it was like, what, for real? But the boat wasn't really that rocky. She was like, I know, but they really trying to act, well, at least Robin, because I feel like it's fake on Ashley part. Oh my God, hi Katie, good to see you. What, you're not coming out? Can we convince you? Girl, you was just coming at her throat, now you her friend. I don't deal with stuff like that. It takes me a minute to get back into that jovial disposition with you, okay, after we get into it. You know what I'm saying? But whatever, to each his own, people different, especially when the camera's there. And so it took, Katie sitting there asking Robin, so everything good between you and Giselle? Because I remember when you was telling me how you was feeling about when she came to your open house party or whatever, your open house thing. And was like, I mean, she came straight in, going at Monique or whatever, instead of just, saying hello to me, and then, I'm happy for your accomplishments or whatever. You attacking one friend instead of giving, support to another friend and all that stuff. And it's just like, are you really going to confront her, and are you really going to tell her this? You say a lot of stuff behind to other people about the situation, but then when it comes time to actually tell that person that, especially when it comes to Giselle, you gotta sugarcoat the shit, okay? I was like, you know what? If you gonna say it, say it, okay? And then back to Katie, they was like, Katie girl, are you sure everything is okay? Like, what's going on? And she was like, you know what? I don't know. I've been by myself a lot for the past month. Just things been crazy. I've been eating a lot. I just don't know. And then they was like, are you pregnant? Did you think you pregnant? I said, Katie ain't gonna be pregnant, girl. No. Don't throw that out there like that. She don't need no kids right now. She going through too much. Girl, she trying to get custody of the ones that she already have, and then to bring a girl? No, don't do that. So, they asking Katie, girl, she said, I've been having a lot of sex, though. It was Robin who asked, do you think you might be pregnant? It was like, do you feel like you felt when you first got pregnant? She was like, girl, I really don't know. I've been having sex, ain't been using condoms, ain't been using a birth control, ain't been using the pull-out method. I said, Catherine, whatever your name is, girl, Go to bed. Go to bed, okay? She was like, I see y'all later. I see y'all tomorrow. They was like, yeah, because you ain't getting off the hook tomorrow. You coming out with us. Girl, they get to the car and telling everybody, Katie's not coming. Here go Giselle. Are you sure she's not coming? Did she tell you that she's not coming? Did she tell you this? I said, it's just Giselle tone sometimes to be too much. And she was like, yeah, she said she's not coming or whatever. And she's not feeling well and she needs some rest. So, Karen was telling Ashley, the way that you ripped into her, I could tell that stuff wasn't right after that. You literally ripped a hole into her. And she was like, I was trying to get to know this girl and I never had an issue with her, and then all of a sudden this comes out and she does this and I just let everything go over and all this stuff. Then here comes Candace. Candace goes, and she turns away, look at the road. Ashley was like, what you roll your eyes for? She was like, first of all, I didn't roll my eyes. I said, and I looked at the road. That's what I did. Okay. But Candace is having flashbacks like, this is the exact same thing that you did to me. You're very self-serving. Okay. And so I said, here we go. We finna revisit this whole thing between Ashley and Candace. It's never gonna be over with. They're fake friends. They're not even friends, okay? I ain't even gonna call them fake friends. They're okay for the moment, all right? Then they get down there to where they was going to eat, and Giselle like, I'm gonna sit by my Karen, my best friend in the whole wide world. Okay, she was like, oh, so y'all best friends now? And Karen was like, we good for right now, but best friends, no, we not. Okay, we good. And that she just started talking about how, Robin, you and her got a relationship that me and her don't get. Okay, y'all don't have that much of negativity between you two the way that we do. Okay, do I feel as though, the friendship that I did have with Giselle is worth throwing out the window? No, I don't. We're in a good place right now, so we have to build that back up. And then here comes Giselle. We need to tell each other the truth about things that's going on. Call each other out, no matter how sensitive or how strong of a box of rocks we are. And then here comes Robin. Well, since we talking about calling people out, let me just tell you this. When I had my open house thing, you came in guns a-blazing. You came in 2 feet in, and you was already gunning for Monique. It's like I'm having this professional event. This is one of my biggest accomplishments, and you up here starting drama. And I said, oh, let's see how this turns out. So basically, Robin calls her out, and she, instead of just trying to hear where she's coming from, Giselle doesn't just say, well, you know what, you're right. I was wrong for that. I should have just tabled that whole thing and waited for another time, time and place. She had to go throw in. Well, Monique was talking for the umpteenth time about me not liking her, us not liking her. And so when I sent her, no, that ain't the issue right now, okay? That's not the issue. That's not how you do the stuff, all right? It don't matter what the reasoning was. Robin already knew what the reasoning was. She just expected you to be a friend and to table that until a different time. Don't use her big moment to make it about yourself and your issues with this girl. Because Robin also had an issue with Monique, if you want to say it, if it's the same thing, okay? Because she lumped y'all, or y'all claim that she lumped y'all both together in that same thing about not wanting to be her friend, which she really truly didn't say. But she waited. She didn't use her event to call her out. You used her event. But eventually she do say that she's sorry. Robin do forgive her. She said if Robin has an issue, then it really is an issue. And so therefore she knew she was wrong and she had to apologize. But the way that she said it, it was just like, I'm gonna say sorry just so she could shut up. That's what it felt like from Giselle. You just never know what her intentions are with Giselle because she's such a shady, petty person. You just never know, even if it's good intentions or bad. So, what else wound up happening at that table? The whole thing about the food started coming there, and they started talking about how Juan, possibly Robin and Juan, want to get married, and then um did Ashley say Juan told Michael that he wanted to marry Robin, and then here go Candace, he want his baby girl. I said no. I tuned out at that part, girl. Ain't nobody got time to play with Robin and Juan. And then, they was asking how the food was. So they was like, oh, the risotto is really good. Here go Candace. Chris made risotto too. That was like the last entree. I said, Candace, don't bring this shit back up. Okay, we don't need no more drama. They was like, yeah, that night when he was cooking, I did not know where this was about to go. I thought this was about to be another Ashley versus Candace thing again. But, I think it was Giselle that said, is he still doing the cookbook? So therefore, we give Giselle this one because she veered it to something else. Good. All right. So, she said yes. And then I think it was Ashley that said, are you going to be part? One of them said, you're going to be part of the cookbook, or is it just going to be his thing? And Candace said, I want it to just be his thing. It's not my thing. I want him to feel like, he has something that's for him and all about him. Let him have his accomplishment. And I felt that was a good look or whatever. And here come Ashley talking about well, I feel like you may need to have a legal document brought up because, to specify things or whatever, because, marriage and business is different. Like, it was like they're married. Okay, yeah, they're married, but when business get involved, things get a little bit different. Karen said she may be coming from a good place, but she is in no spot to be giving nobody advice about anything right about now when you can't even get your prenup together. Okay, you can't even get your prenup. I said, girl, Karen be reading the bitches. Okay, she be reading their asses in that confessional though. In that confessional, she be reading their asses. And so basically, Candace said no legal documents. It is what it is. I want him to have his own thing. And so they get up. Karen gets up. I guess she went to the bathroom. Robin gets up too. Here comes Giselle bringing and putting stuff up. I said, oh, Giselle, like I said, you don't never know when her intentions are good or when they are bad, when they're trying to be messy or whatever. She did bring up the fact that, we need to have some one-on-ones. And when she did this, she said, Ashley and Candace need to have a breakfast together. I said, Giselle, what are you doing? What are you doing? But thankfully, in this situation, it turned out for the good because they both agreed to it. I was like, okay, Giselle, you just got to be on your P's and your toes every time when she opens up her mouth, because you just don't know which way, which direction it's going to go, okay? And so everybody comes back, and then they put the music on, and they get out there, and they do the little dancing and stuff. It's over. The dinner is over. So they go to the hotel, and then Candace and Karen goes to check on Katie. Now, at first, they knocked on the door. Katie didn't come to the door. They was about to call her ass. And then the door opens up. They said, Katie looked a little bit rested. Girl, you look rested. She was like, yes, I feel a whole lot better. And it was like, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for checking on me. Gave each other a hug and kiss. Mwah. Mind you, Katie has on, earlier they said it was like 85 degrees out there, okay? I don't know if the air was on in hotel or whatever. Katie had on a jacket and a scarf, okay? Now, Katie, what was you in that room doing? I ain't trying to imply nothing, but girl, what's going on? What's going on? Katie is in some things, girl. Y'all already know that they said that the bitch had a drug problem last season. She was on here, Andrew, sniffing coke here and there. But I was just like, girl, Katie, what you in there doing? Girl, all right, we'll see. So basically, I hate the lighting. I hate my hair. But at the end of the episode, not Katie, we don't hear from Katie, okay? But, we see Giselle get up, we see Robin get up, we see everybody get up. Well, Karen was still knocked out. Karen was me. It was 7:15 in the morning, baby. We on vacation. I ain't gonna wake up early like that. Give me till 9 o'clock, okay? 9:30 at the most. You know what I'm saying? Let's get the day started. I just, girl, let me sleep. I'm on vacation. I ain't got no time limit. Anyway, so at this point, Ashley and Candace go outside. They have yoga, and Candace said, I must get some type of care for you or whatever because I don't even do yoga. They sit down, have a conversation, and Ashley's talking about how she felt about what happened between her and Katie. And she was thinking about that, and then thinking about how her and Candace don't know how to constructively talk to each other about their feelings or whatever. And, Candace put it out there that, you hurt her. She was hurt by her saying in New Orleans that, she was just a surface friend. And, she up here trying to become friends with somebody that had no intentions of becoming friends with her. Okay. So basically they talk a little bit through their issues. And then they get a text from Robin for them to come meet up. And then as they're coming back to the hotel or whatever, Giselle comes over there all dramatical, like trying to say that basically nobody's seen Katie. Katie is gone, but her door was open. Her stuff is out the room, but she hasn't checked out yet. So they like, where is she? Dun 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 dun. We'll find out next week. And obviously, ain't nothing wrong with the girl. The girl probably finna go back home or whatever because they stayed. It ain't life threatening because they stayed in the Cayman Islands and continued their vacation. Bitch, I cannot wait until Karen and Ashley go at each other. And Karen said, "I still think the nigga did what he did." Okay, and it is what it is. That's how she feel, and you can understand how she feel that way because she is a survivor of sexual assault / rape. So that's what it is. So that's where she's coming from. But anyway, y'all tell me how y'all felt about this episode, and I'll see y'all later. Go look at the Power review. Power. Change the theme song back, bitch.